Okay. So going back to this, so yeah, you've got your header in, but you now need navigation pieces in. So we want to have some pages in our site. So I'm going to go back to this site. I'm actually going to load the header up here. Choose file, just so you guys can see it again. Grab her header, put it in, upload. Okay. So her header's in, but now I want to add her pages. So I've pre-added her pages into this site. So we've got About Stephanie, a resume, a bike work, some various things. So I want to get these into the menu so I start having a menu where I can see the pages. So I'm going to go ahead to my menu once I've added all the pages I want. And you need to name the menu what it is. So I'm going to call this main menu. Looks like I actually put in a bunch of these pages. So actually, let's just do a one from scratch. We're going to add a menu. We're going to call this PDX menu. Oop, menu. That's okay. It's called PDX menu. It's called menu. Okay, and it says select items, pages, categories, links. So we're going to go down to the bottom here, and you'll see, what do we want in here? We want our contact page, our blog page, and this is where I was saying if you create a page and you don't want it to appear yet, you just don't check the box. Schedule, bike work, body work, About Stephanie, resume, home. So I'm going to add all these pages to the menu, but now they're in a funny order. So I want a better order. So I'm going to take my little cursor, and it's going to be a little four-way here. I'm going to hold down, and I'm going to drag these to where I want them. These will appear left to right across. So I want About Stephanie. I want the blog to come down. I'm just holding these and dragging them down. I'm going to have the resume up under About Stephanie. So I'm going to indent this. That's going to mean that this page will now fall underneath About Stephanie. I'm going to put bike work here and body work above that. Testimonials, schedule, blog, contact. I'm going to save my menu. Now we're not quite done. I've saved it. Make sure that you always go all the way through. But I need to pick a menu now that's going to work in the site. Okay. So now if I go look at the test page, it's in. Now you'll notice there's all these colors in here already, and it's because I actually had those already in. But if I want to change, I don't like this orange. I want this actually to be more of that brown. So I'm going to go in to my thesis options, my design options. I'm going to go to my nav menu. I'm going to take a look at what colors. Okay, hover background color. Yeah, that orange is too bright. So you can play around with different colors. Now people always ask me, how do you find colors? How do you figure out what good colors are? There's a lot of cool tools out there. I'm going to go ahead and make this the same color and then show you guys. And then we're going to go look at a really cool Adobe tool for picking colors. So these colors in here, these are called your RGB codes. So you'll often see a pound symbol in front of them. So these colors are basically the percentages of color. I mean, if you've worked with colors at all, it's sort of complex, but these are the codes, and you can find great color codes. So there's a great little thing called Adobe Cooler, and this is in our resources, so you've got this in our resource list. Okay, visit Cooler. And I love this tool because if you're just at a loss as to how you should color your site, you can come in here and type in any word and come up with all kinds of neat colors. Okay. And get some ideas for color combinations, okay? Okay, so let's go back to, we've changed that color because that was kind of, I was feeling like that orange was just too bright. Now that's better. It's much mellower. But I feel like her navigation is a little bit small. So I want to kind of make her navigation a little bit bigger. So go into design options. Okay, and navigation. And I'm also noticing that we've got a different navigation from the body text. In the body, we've got Palatino. So let's make that Century Gothic. And then let's tell it that we want the navigation to behave inherited from the body. And we want it to be about at least 13 points. We want it bigger. Okay, now we're bigger, we're rounder. But remember, we're trying to get to this. So we're like, okay, wait a second. What do we need to do still? So I've done the reverse actually on the colors you can see here. So we can actually reverse that out if we wanted. And then within that, there's a lot of things. Like if you want the text to be white and then change brown, all of those options you can just play around with. And that's what's neat about Thesis is you have that opportunity to just play and try different things. So in your navigation menu, you can be like, well, I want the hover background to actually be this color, brown, and then I want the text to be, you know, the current link, or why don't we make the link text, we want to be bright red, or, you know, some totally different color. Let's make it bright red. So when you hover over, it's super bright red. Oh. Or we could have made that bright orange to match the rest of the site.